Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI. So last time we headed to Snifelheim. We spoke to the Queen and found out about this golden illness, which is basically turning everybody into gold statues. And so we are tasked with finding out what the fuck's going on and trying to put a stop to it. But basically, we can't really... so, yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing here. We ran into the priest as well, who told us that he knows Erik, and it can tell us a bit about his past. See if we can jog his memory and all that. So, that's what we're going to do next. But first... So, first thing we're doing is we're finishing off another side quest. So... There was a girl that we met a woman that we met in the academy, who basically had her this paperwork that she had to give to this girl who graduated all this time ago. But yeah, she's passed away, so her granddaughter has basically given us the. Is basically taken on the diploma, and that means we are able to do this side quest for her. We get twin conjunctions and simmering, whatever. Those things are basically good for upping your charm and that kind of thing. So, not really all that useful at the moment, but can be pretty good. Especially for Sylvando. But anyway, so now that we've got the side quest out of the way, we can now go off and find the priest who was telling us about Erik's condition, or rather about his past.
5 years ago? Did I used to live here or something?
Not quite. The Viking raiders who once roamed the northern seas would often stop here to buy supplies, or to drink away their ill-gotten gains at the inn. And when they came, Erik, you came with them.
I'm a Viking?
So yeah, apparently Erik was hanging around with these Vikings, who would often come into who often came to Snifelheim in order to basically sell their shit, get more money, and to restock on supplies and stuff like that.
Took them in and raised them as their own.
So yeah, we find out that Erik was basically taken in by these Vikings. He wasn't an actual Viking himself. He was kind of taken in and was treated quite badly. Basically, the Vikings treated him and his sister like slaves. That's another thing, by the way. This is the first. I think this is in the original game. This will be the first time that you heard about Erik's sister. Of course, if you play the Dragon Quest XI, if you play the definitive edition, we have a bit of a scene where. During Erik's little side story at the midpoint of the game, where we see a little bit of Erik's sister. We're not told that she's Erik's sister, but you kind of get the idea that she's very important to him, because she's the one he's thinking about as he's about to lose all his memories and that kind of thing. So yeah, Erik, after hearing all this, is kind of upset, as you would be learning all this information, you know, basically all this information that you've forgotten, relearning it in such a quick and sudden manner. You would feel a bit freaked out. So basically, we've got to head off now and see what's going on with Erik, see what he's thinking. So let's go find him. So he's over here, hiding, just standing out here looking at the ocean. Pre-rendered cutscene because he's back in his normal garb.
Hey, I'm sorry I ran off like that. It's just...
Oh shit. Something bad's going down. Yep, so here comes the ship. Here comes this ship, which is basically... basically, these are the group of... it's a Viking ship, basically. And yeah, Erik seems to have some sort of memory of it. But basically, these are golden skeleton warriors. Yeah, and basically they are heading to town to basically take all the people who'd been turned to gold and kind of steal them away. So yeah, we've got to try and stop them from causing any damage and taking people and kidnapping any more people.
Empty your pockets, sniveling Snifelheimers. It's time to pay tribute to the great and glorious Gildigger. All your gold belongs to us.
So yeah, this is pretty much confirmation as well. Although you could probably tell, you can tell pretty easily, I suppose, that basically this is the work of the gold isn't really the people turning to gold isn't really an illness. It's a curse brought about by this character named Gildigger. So, yep, let's head off and try and stop these guys from getting, from kidnapping any more people. In we go. Hi, bitch. Shit, they're gonna take her.
Get the statue back to the ship. You don't want to keep Gildigger waiting.
God damn it.
The monsters are making away with the people who were turned to gold. Could the fever be their doing?
Well, no shit. No shit, Hendrik.
And you'll have to answer to the great and glorious Gildigger, shining star.
Yes, and Gildigger is another one of Mordegon's spectral sentinels. So yeah, we're gonna have to take her down, him or her down anyway, in order to make our way towards defeating Mordegon. Feeble fleshbacks. That's rude. You're so rude, motherfucker. Anyway. And dead. Why does she take dead ones? It's kind of weird. Why does she take dead... Why does the boss only take dead bodies? That's weird. Anyway. So yeah. So we've got to fight the gang of Gildenauts. So yeah. These guys aren't all that difficult. So, like, really the only problem that these guys kind of deal is that they hit pretty hard, as you saw there. As you saw there, they caused it's 90 hit points of damage to Rab, so that's pretty decent amount of damage from him. And they're also quite hearty. They're quite hearty and they cause a lot of damage. But I don't know where I was thinking there. Yeah, kill him off first. But yeah, in terms of, they don't really have anything to cause you that much problems. They just hit kind of hard. The only thing which is kind of annoying about this last guy, which is the leader, is that there's a possibility of his shield kind of blocking your attacks. Especially when you're using a super powerful attack which uses like magic points, is pretty fucking annoying. But like I say, all they've got is physical damage, and they're hard, and they're quite resilient. Other than that, they're really...
Companions are fleeing. After them.
Yeah, other than that, they're really not all that...
Over there.
Other than that, they're really not that kind of, you know, difficult to defeat.
Erik! They've got Erik! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh!
So, yeah.
How? Why?
Never mind why. They must be stopped.
So fantastic.
Quickly.
Anyway, so basically they've been able to take all the gold statues, or the people that have been turned into gold statues.
We were too slow. Oh,
And they've
Erik.
also taken Erik with them for
We are getting
some
that boy
reason,
back, and we are doing
which we'll
it
find out
right now.
about a bit later on. But so yeah, so we've got to head off now and try and find them. So we've got to try and work out where the fuck that boat's going. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to head back to the priest and ask him what the fuck's going on. Like, where did he think that boat has ended up going?
Sorry. The creatures found us, and I was powerless to stop them taking Erik away.
To be honest, dude,
Do not be so hard to
yeah,
yourself,
you couldn't
son.
really do much, to be
It
honest.
is a miracle that even
You know.
escaped with
It's
your
a good thing that you're alive,
When we
to
heard
be
that
honest,
you were
but
outside
whatever.
the gates when the monsters attacked, we feared the worst.
Curse those sparkling scoundrels! They have run away with every man, woman, and child struck down by the fever. They just picked them up and carried them off like so much plunder. Do they mean to sell our friends, our families?
Probably.
But then why would they take Erik?
That is
He had
probably
no
what's going on.
valuables in his possession, and he was not afflicted by the fever.
Yes, that is an interesting question. Why on earth would they bother taking Erik with them?
It is
'Cause,
almost
you
as
know,
if they
The enemy we faced off against even said so himself. He only takes golds, humans, and dead humans. So, yeah, what's going on with that?
Could they
We'll find out pretty soon.
You know, I had the very same thought.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I thought maybe those things had usurped the villains, but it seems they are them. But how?
those gold hungry
Sorry about
horrors?
But,
They
yeah,
look
so...
different, but we know them.
So, yeah. Pretty much what they've managed to work out is that these guys are somehow
Acted,
the
talked.
the Vikings that have been turned into these kind of gold creatures. So, if that's the case, then that means that they are in that they probably took Erik to the Viking hideout, which is not too far away from here. It's just around the corner. So that gives us our next location. We now have to head off to the Viking hideout and try and save Erik and try and stop these guys from causing any more mischief in the to Snifelheim. So yeah, let's talk to Dav. Where are you, David? Hi, buddy. We need to get going, buddy. So yeah, that's where we're going next. Because of course we can't leave at this point. We've got to stop before we can continue on. Stop all this gold shit from happening before we can move on. But yes, let's head into the Viking hideout. Save point here, which is kind of nice and convenient. So yeah, now we've got to head in and try and rescue his ass. Yeah, more of them. Fucking bricks. I think they're so hot with all their gold. Yeah, so they've trapped him.
Stand be merry, boys. We got a good
Trapped him inside sorry, trapped him inside a cage, a dungeon.
We did especially well to bag this one.
The boss has been after him for a long time.
Yeah, so apparently Gilder, the boss of the area, basically they know Erik, and they've apparently been looking for him for a long time. So yeah, be interested to find out who they are. I won't say anything yet. But it should be fairly easy to deduce, really. But let's move on. We've got another battle.
Just like the picture on the wanted poster. He's the luminary, all right.
Yeah, well, I look kind of unique, to be fair. Yeah, so he's going to run off and tell Gildigger and tell the boss that the luminary is here.
This is no
I don't
time
want
for
this kind of
jokes,
fame,
Sylvando.
Sylvando.
We're here to rescue Erik.
I really don't want it.
You think you're going to plunder our plunder? Just try it. We'll beat you.
So yeah, time to take on these guys once again.
Chief, just imagine the reward you'd get if you took him the luminary's head on a platter. One of those empty spectral
Yeah, come on, dude.
would be yours.
Like that's ever gonna fucking happen. I'm gonna kick your ass, bitch.
Come on then, boys. Let's swipe ourselves a skull that's worth its weight in gold.
Okay. So yeah, basically the same fight as we've just had, except instead of it being what am I thinking of doing here? Why not? Let's use a pet power. But yeah, basically it's the same as the just fight we've just done, except there's more enemies for us to take down. Yeah, this is kind of useful, because all of them are now shot. That's a pretty useful pet power. So yeah. Codra Slasher's a good option to have here, because yeah, it's a good... like I say, it looks like it's a good 180 damage to everybody. Yeah, might as well use this, why not? But yeah, it causes a lot, so send them all to sleep. This might be a bit of overkill, but whatever. Yeah, I think at this point I was just looking to see if there was anything that any ability that I could use which defeats an entire group of enemies. And there's this one. Wow, that did quite a lot of damage. So yeah, multi-thrust. Yeah, let's finish these two off. And boom, 2 down, 3 to go. Codra Slash again, baby. And I think it gets stronger, does it? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I think that's just when it's used on a single enemy. It gets stronger with every attack that you use, basically. Every time you use it, it gets stronger. So, right, he's dead. Right, we've got 2 more to go. Yeah, I think at this point it's just like, fuck it. Let's just finish these guys off. Just the boss to go. Yeah, nearly done. Like I say, it's pretty much just the same fight that we've just had. Just that there's more enemies for us to take down, and you want to use more. You want to use more. Look at that! I blocked it, piece of shit. You want to use like more all-encompassing attacks to take down different enemies. Block that as well, you bitch. Yeah, I was a bit annoyed here, so fuck you. Fucking die. There we go. Boom. And Rob's gone up a level. Nice. And now let's get Erik out of here.
Sorry to leave you stewing in there, laddie, They didn't hurt you, did they?
Well, you're safe now. Let's head back to Snifelheim. The priest's worried sick about you.
Aye.
Something is still not right. Erik, what did those fiends do to you?
Sorry. Okay, now. So, Erik, what happened, buddy?
Here, and they were... Yeah. So, she must be... I've... gotta go.
Yeah, so Erik is now at this point starting to remember everything. It's still not 100% there yet, but he is starting to remember what the fuck happened here and who he thinks must be in charge of everything. So, yeah, we've got to try and go after him. But anyway, that's not going to be till next part. So join me next time for the next part of Dragon Quest XI, when we'll be going off to see where Erik's gone to, and also trying to take down this Gildigger. So yeah, see you next time.